What is up, everybody? JD here. I hope you're doing well today because we got a bunch of new knives to get into. Let's do it. All right, guys, we got some new ones in. First, I have a Kaiser Muskrat. They wanted to send me one to check out, even though I think I may have seen this exact version in the pass around. 154 cm butterscotch micarta, and I love this sheath. I don't know that I remember seeing the sheath, so I may have checked out a different version, but nonetheless, we're going to do some testing on this one with the 154 cm. I'm trying to decide if I want to put a stubby lanyard on there for my pinky and may do that. Also, I'm very curious. This looks like a belt clip. I love that fold over sheath though. Nice low profile, but I may, if this makes it into my inventory, rotate it over to this style sheath. As you can see, I like to carry it inside the pocket. I don't know that this one would work because in order to clip it, it would actually be outside of the sheath. So I may pick up one of these pocket clip style sheaths. That is my mini harpoon, but really like this one. And I think I did a giveaway or something like that with the other one. So I am actually kind of glad they sent me this one. 154 cm from Kaiser, always done really well, and I love this beautiful butterscotch micarta scale they threw on that one. But that's the Muskrat. Next up, we got a little buddy. Now, I did check one out in the pass around, but I actually think I like this version a little bit more. I don't like these sandwiched together sheaths here, but my goodness, do you have a ton of options on how to carry this. I might actually, since this one is mine, try to set this up for a scout carry and kind of rotate this around and try that out and put it in the back to carry it. So I do like that, but this is what I meant by like a stubby lanyard on the back, because this is a 3-finger knife, and with the lanyard I have something to kind of grab onto, so I do appreciate that. Nitro V steel, it's corrosive resistant, but with the coating on here, even if it wasn't, you wouldn't have to worry about that. But they have been doing a really good job on their Nitro V, which would make this really affordable. Again, if you've never tried to EDC a pocket fixie, this is definitely one I can easily recommend. Or if you have some and you like it and you realize how fun it is, this is one I definitely recommend adding to the collection. The way that this is positioned, it has a nice downward slope to it out of the knuckle, so it's going to help with trapping the material. Very thin and acute out on the tip, so if you wanted it for small gaming, that would work as well. Just an easy recommendation. I like how they did the, I don't have a, here we go, something black. No, that actually makes it worse, JD. Something light, there we go. You can see the paw print on the skeletonized blade tang. Isn't that cool? I really like that, and I love this smooth Altum, that chamfered like this. Just be careful with the Altum. On the thin one, this is thick, you wouldn't need to worry about that, but on the thin ones, don't over tighten it because they can crack like acrylic. But it is a very strong material and it is very grippy. I'm super glad they sent this one. I'll actually get to spend some more time with it and really give you guys a nice in-depth review. That is the little buddy. All right, so some new stuff coming in. First is the Mini Mystic. This one is Nitro V. You have acrylic on the bolster, which allows you to see how this actually operates, which I think is super cool. You can even see where their clutch lock has an adjustable spot for the springs. And man, this one is done really well. I like this one. I didn't know if it was going to be too tight because of the way that the 3 fingers land on here, but this is chamfered and done really well. So when I actually have it in hand, I don't really notice. Aluminum backspacer and scales on top of the steel liner, but it's feeling really lightweight, and that's because they chamfered the heck out of it internally. You can even see where they have the opening here for the disassembly, and that's going to help with some of the weight relief, but the steel liners are going to actually make this pretty durable and strong. Feels like it's going to be thin and slicey. We'll find out when we get to the cutting and the actual dedicated review to this model, but this is another one where it's angled down. I like this trend that we're seeing with this batch. Angled down, going to help trap the material, make it really easy to kind of control this through the cutting, but it's going to be a great size for everyday carry. I'm really excited to spend some time with this one. think I checked out the full-size Mystic. If I remember correctly, I much prefer the size of this one for my everyday carry. All right, next up is the Binge. This one's going to be a Blade Binge exclusive model, going to be a collab with Devo Knives. They worked on this design together. I did opt to check out the dark mode, but this is just a loaner. It is not mine, so I don't get to keep it. Someone out there is going to eventually be the owner for this one. Tiffany blue camo carbon scales. I love this look. It's really pretty, and it is contoured. You do have the option to reverse the pocket clip, and it does come with a steel wire pocket clip. Very clean closed profile, top flipper design, and I really like it because it's like a lower profile design. It does stick up a little bit, but I think that does help with the actual articulation of this when you're trying to open and close it. And then I have been able to, I'm able to do it on camera, get the reverse flick right off of that tip right there. So that has worked for me. I love that beautiful exposed steel lock bar. The black wash matches that hollow ground S90V blade. And of course, it's not broken in yet because it just came in, but I am really liking this one a lot. I'll have links and codes to save you. I think it's DGG now for Blade Binge to save you 10% on anything that they sell new at checkout. And it's a good size, a little small, but honestly, for everyday carry, this is going to be great for something to take into the office. Going to be unassuming, low profile, super clean, not going to print very large. Going to be a lightweight carry, it feels like. So definitely check this one out. They're going to have 2 camo carbon versions, if I'm going right off of memory. I'm sorry if I'm wrong here. And I think they have an all titanium and then a reverse tux titanium combo, and they all look outstanding. And I love Blade Binge. They work with the community. They work with knife designers to offer collabs and exclusives. And I love the dark mode theme. I think it looks good anyway. But Binge is a great place to shop, especially on the secondary. But they also have some stuff that they sell new. I'm hoping that they will be getting more new stuff like as it drops to put on their website, but they have a ton to check out. Don't sleep on the Binge. All right, we got some USA made knives in this week, and I can't be more excited to check them out. This is the Launch Iridium. I believe all the launches are USA made, but someone let me know in the comment if I'm right on that. I feel like it is, but I'm not 100% sure. It has like a slightly chamfered scale to make it feel contoured. So you got like a little edge here and a little edge here that are angled, and then it's kind of flat in the middle. I really like to see that. Aluminum scales and aluminum backspacer. And this one, man, just absolutely fires. Look at the stone wash on here. They do such a nice, deep, dark stone wash. It looks really good. Very thin and slicey blade stock. This is going to be an absolute slicer. Magna cut blade steel, USA made. You got a fold over steel pocket clip that is reversible. And I think that's a good idea because I think even as a lefty, it's going to be really easy to use this one. So I do appreciate that. Man, it just absolutely fires. Love the button position on here. Got a little choke up spot. Got some jimping on the back. Man, I just can't wait to spend some time with this one and check it out. I had a TR3 from ProTech that I really liked. I ended up kind of letting it go because at the time I was carrying more of like the manual stuff. But these models that I have in this week really have me kicking the tires on just getting another side opening auto. Just a lot of fun, very cool option. And then it does offer one-handed operation for me. I know I have the large hands, so I'm able to get a really good reach on there, but it's really quite an interesting option. Not that you can't do that with a folder, but you know, if you want to get it out and you don't even want to think about, did I carry a flipper today, front flipper today? Did I get my stud knife, my opening hole knife? You just pull that out, bang. And I think this is probably going to be a really good worker. And the last I had heard, ZT Kershaw was doing like a 62, 63 HRC on Magna Cut, which is where you want it for EDC on a folding knife. Going to hold a really good edge, going to be really easy to maintain, and it's going to perform really well. But man, just a clean option and really cool. They took the Iridium, which I think is a popular model, and threw it into the Launch series. Very smart idea. And then we have a ZT in this week. This is the 512 or 0512, however you want to say it. Crewwear blade steel. You can kind of see that there. Steel fold over pocket clip. I believe this is an aluminum. Yeah, they do aluminum. I'm pretty sure to keep the weight down on these with aluminum on the other side and then a micarta show side scale. Wonder why they just didn't do micarta on both sides with this one. You know what I mean? Like just an overlay micarta and have it thin. Maybe it would have been too thin. Oh, look at the bronze. I missed that when I unboxed this. Bronze lanyard post. I guess it's a lanyard. Yeah, lanyard post. Yeah, it does clear the blade just enough there. All right, let me stop procrastinating. ZTs and Kershaws, their side opening autos just fire. Man, it's like a punch in the gut. The way these things open, it's really nice. Beautiful clip point blade. I wonder if they have a blacked out version of this one or an OD green with like the gold. I have to go and look. I haven't had a chance to look. It does have so this is completely hollowed out. I can see the back of the micarta, and then the inside of this scale is also hollowed out. Good four-finger grip, man. That's just melting into the hand. This feels super comfortable. I feel like this would be a great EDC. Ooh, that spring's a little bit stronger, or maybe because the knife's a little bit bigger. No, it feels good strength. Good strength. Ooh, that sucker does not want to close easily. Oh, yeah. I like that. Can't wait to spend some more time with this one, but that's everything that's in this week. We got the 0512 Launch Iridium. Those things just fire, guys. We have the really cool exclusive Binge in from Blade Binge, which is a collab with Devo Knives. I'm going to have to flip that one over. The way the pocket clip sits, it does kind of sit funny. Maybe I'll get all of them that way, and we'll just have them all laying flat so you guys can see them really well. I think we got plenty of space today, too. I really am excited. This is a great group of knives. This is going to be such a slicer, guys. It is definitely thin blade stock, but it's not going to be so thin where you can't use this one hard. So we got a really interesting color combo. I love the actual very low, clean, not low profile, but clean profile. And then we got the beautiful dark wash. I love the acrylic bolster on the Mini Mystic. And then we got some really cool colors on these Kizer fixies. I'm digging the Ultim with the black washed Nitro V blade, and I love the butterscotch micarta, guys. That to me is so cool looking. Let me know which one you're most interested in, or which ones of these that you have, if you want to comment about your experience with them. Full dedicated reviews for everything except these two. Since I have reviews out there for these two, I'm probably going to do these together in a group and just kind of go over that one for anyone that may be interested in the fixie part of it. Everything that I have will be linked down in the description. When you use those links, it does help the channel. And of course, that is totally up to you. A shout out and thank you to my channel members out there. You guys are awesome. With y'all support, it's what helps keep this channel going. That's it for me, guys. I'm out of here. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.